Um, Hello again. We got another video, another profile. This is one for a deck that was really, I hold very close to me. It's one of probably my top 5 favorite of all time. And it's one of the few decks I ever had that was actually classified as almost meta. If you can figure it out from just this card, gold star. You get a gold star. So, let's go. For anyone who doesn't know, it's Majespecters, Wind Witches. So, monster list is triple raccoon, the best, one of the best Majespecter in the main deck, obviously, because your boy's been banned. Sadness. When he's normal or special summoned, you can add a Majespecter monster from your deck to your hand, including himself. They're all hard once per turn, by the way, and they all share the effect where they can't be targeted or destroyed by the opponent, so it's really helpful. Nekomata. And for everyone, I play 3 of all of them, because again, this is my build. This one's really good. On normal special, you activate the effect, and in the end phase, regardless of if she's still in the field or not, you get to add a Majespecter card from your deck to your hand. They're all hard once per turn, by the way, so don't hold it against me. And ignore this if you would. That's just to keep my phone from falling, and this way I can just carefully place them. I don't have to worry about dropping them all over the fucking place. So thank you for your understanding. Triple frog, or toad, sorry. Ogama on summon sets a Majespecter back row directly to the field, but you can't use it that turn. So you know, he's pretty good. I mean, they all deck them, which is why they're super ridiculous. They're a bit dead now because of the Master Rule 4, but they're viable. Triple fox. Fox adds a trap card on summon. Pretty much straightforward. Triple bird. Bird adds a spell. That's one half of our monster lineup. Let's get to the second half. Triple glass bill. If she's no more special, add a wind from your deck to your hand. You can only summon wind monsters for the rest of the turn. Or special, sorry. And you can only use that effect once per turn. Ice Spell. Ice Spell has 2 effects. In hand, if you have no monsters, you can reveal it, special it, and 1 from the deck. And on summon, you can also deal 500. And for the rest of the turn, after you use your special from the deck effect, you can't summon for your extra deck except for level 5 or higher wind monsters. So you can't Exceed, Link. That's basically it. And you can't go for like formula plays or like stuff like that. Triple Snowbell, level 1 tuner. If you have 2 or more wind monsters in your field, you can special summon it. And any monster it's used to synchro 4 can be destroyed by opponent's card effects, which is one of the big plays in the deck. And 1 Mariamne, the true Draco Phoenix. Same as the other Draco Kings or whatever the hell you call them. Summon it by destroying 2 winds in your field or hand, or any 2 monsters including wind, but if you use 2 winds you get to banish the top 4 cards of your opponent's deck. Plus she's 27, so she's good to have, just in case. Fair. And now for spells, we got Triple Sonics. This is the quick play of the deck. Target Majespecter you control, double its current attack, and for the rest of the turn it only deals half battle damage. So this is just for running over boss monsters since the deck is so low stat. To Storm. For the majority of Majespecter back row, they require you to tribute a wind spellcaster, which, aside from this, every other monster in the deck is. So there's no real issues. Tribute a wind spellcaster, target a monster your opponent controls, and shuffle into the deck. So this is really good for getting over stuff that can't be destroyed, stuff that can't, get blown up if you can't tribute them. The only problem is it targets, so it's susceptible to some other things. One Majespecters. Tribute anything in the main deck, basically. Summon a Majespecter from the deck. And also for the rest of the turn, or also all Majespecters gain 300 attack and defense. Typical field spells nowadays. One Cyclone. It's basically Regeki. Break. Tribute a wind spellcaster, target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. The only thing this... never mind, I'll leave that for after. 2 Miracle Synchro Fusion to end my spells. This is a personal preference, because where I play Wind Witches, I play the Synchro, so I have the opportunity to play the Fusion. The Fusion can be really good. This one. So I'm just like, screw it, you might as well. It's basically Supreme King Starving Venom, but it's a bit harder to summon. Just a little bit harder. And when it's destroyed, it can bring back the materials you used to summon it, if you fusion summon it without removing them. Prep cards, there's only 6. 3 Tempest. It's the Solemn Strike. It's literally Solemn Strike, but you tribute a monster to do it. And Tornado. Pardon me. Tornado is really good for getting over shit that can't be, again, destroyed. But like, say for instance, things that can't be returned to the hand or returned to the deck. Stuff like huge boss monsters that are protected from destruction or like removal effect, other like certain effects. It's really helpful in that sense, because people don't know how to deal with shit that banishes. And for the extra deck, I play 3 Winterbell. She's so fucking easy to summon. You might as well just play 3. She does burn damage, which is really cool, and her battle phase effect is really helpful in a pinch. First effect is target a Wind Witch in your grave. Deal 200 times the level to your opponent, which can be really helpful if they're at low life points, and same thing as like Gaga Cowboy, a synchro version of it. And in the battle phase, you can target one Wind Witch you control during either player's battle phase, mind you. Special summon one monster from your hand whose level is equal to or lower, but it can't attack this turn, which is fine. You'd summon a Majespecter in the battle phase, and then you can like do other things with it later. One Clearwing Synchro Dragon, just for running over certain boss monsters if need be. Say for instance, like let me think. Under certain conditions, you can get over the next one that's coming up, because he negates the effects of level 5 or higher monsters on the field, or he can negate the effect of any monster that targets a level 5 or higher on the field and destroy it. And unlike his bigger version, both of his effects can be used per turn, once per turn. This guy only gets 1 negate per turn. The only reason why he's better is because this is more generic, and he has the stat boost. Yeah, so obviously I play 1 Crystal Wing for the Snowbell combination, because making him destruction proof is the most unbelievable, unbelievable is apparently a bad word to use. It's one of the most complicated things to get around if you don't play Kaijus, or if you don't play that new tribute deck, Diabolos, whatever. Links to play an Underclock because it's generic in the deck, and a Proxy because it's also generic. I play 1 Totem Bird because I have this thing is literally the only thing in the deck that can negate back row. This entire deck's only big issue is that there's no back row negation, period. And that's the only reason that they were made destruction proof and target proof, is because they have no answers to it. So this bad boy gets around that, and he makes use of any excess level 3s you have. And then the one Crystal Bell, which we've already explained. Target monster in the player's graveyard, it becomes that card, and if it's destroyed by the opponent, you can summon the Synchro, this one, and one of the other Wind Witch monsters from your graveyard. So basically she sets up for another one. Really love the archetype. Really appreciate the work that, like, the concept for them and the effort that had to go through making them. So if you like them, I would highly recommend trying them. They're going to be a bit harder to use nowadays though because of the link format and all that shit, but it's definitely worth the trial. And everything got reprinted, so it's really easy to get it now. Well, except for these two never got reprinted. I don't know if Clearman did. I know he did, because this is a reprint. And, well, these are easy to get as well. So, if you have any suggestions, because this deck's actually fucking amazing the way it is. But, like, like I said, I'll take opinions, you know, preferences to heart when it comes to, like, deck building, because I'm really open about that shit. If you have criticism, justify it, and it will be taken into consideration. Other than that, try it if you like it. If you don't, that's fine. And have a wonderful day.